Blog Talk Radio.
Actually, I think I could try. I think there's a volume setting on it. Do you want me to try playing it again, but at a lower volume, just to see what it does on the air?
Okay. That tune just makes
I'm
me
gonna
smile. I've already memorized it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is beautiful.
I'm going to turn it
I
down
like
just
it.
a little bit.
A
I'm
little
going to turn it
low.
down just a little bit. And if it's the way you like it, then that's the way we'll do it from now on. Okay? Now we're going to try this again. Let's see here.
All right.
Too soft or too loud?
I think it
That's
needs
a
to
little
be up
soft.
one more.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's a little too soft.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. You know, I like the
That's
oboe in it.
perfect, Jonathan.
Okay. All right.
God,
you
he's
hear
so
the oboe?
talented. Isn't that beautiful? It's the perfect melody for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Memorable.
so from now on, this is the setting that I'm going to have it at. Okay? I'm going to have it at the
Cool.
setting. Okay. All right. So, my name is Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, I have my co-hosts, Kelly and Barbara. Are you there, Kelly? Barbara?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. And I have my guest today, Karen Page. Are you there, Karen?
I'm here. It's her
Now,
again? Oh.
Today we decided that
Happy.
it was becoming more and more like Christmas season, but it's actually I should say not. I'm not trying to be politically correct with anything, but I say Happy Holidays because I guess in a way, the things that would make someone want to behave at Christmas time is probably the same thing that would make someone who is celebrating, say, Hanukkah. That there would be similar behavior, or similar feelings, similar emotions, similar things on the people who celebrate Hanukkah or the people that celebrate Kwanzaa. There's a similar emotion to it. It's not like, I'm not saying that Christmas is best or anything. I'm just saying, because that's just saying how Christmas is what the holidays is to me. You understand? But Happy Holidays is a big question. And we,
I think it's such a lovely thing to say, though, because it covers all of them and nobody's left out.
Yeah.
Well, and people, does it offend you, Karen, when somebody says Merry Christmas, though?
You know what? That's what we all grew up with. When I lived in London, they said Happy Christmas, of course. But here in the U.S., everybody says Merry Christmas, and then people became more, I think, cognizant of there being other holidays all around the same time, and I think that's when we became Happy Holidays rather than Merry Christmas. It's like, you know what?
You're gonna love this.
Don't we know it's the thought that counts?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to tell you something funny. Many years ago, I saw an SNL skit with the guy that was playing Bill Gates, and you're going to really love this joke, Karen. This is hysterical. It goes like this. Well, he goes out there and he says, "We're sorry about due to antitrust laws, Microsoft has been forced to enter into other ventures. That's why we have taken it upon Microsoft has taken it upon itself to buy Christmas. Okay, and this is back in the 90s. Okay, this is back in the 90s. So Bill Gates said, so that means that in order to celebrate Christmas, you must own Windows 95. And then he went on to say, then the next
Good
part
one.
he says, this is the next part he says, and if you're a Mac user, you're Jewish.
Oh my goodness! I watched their special. We watched their special the other night. It was so hilarious. Their Christmas special, where they do a whole collaboration of all the Christmas clips they've done over the years. It is utterly hilarious.
I mean, just to buy Christmas is just hilarious. I mean, if you're a Mac user, you're Jewish. I have a question. Do you have a Mac, Karen? Just curious. I forgot
No,
about
dear. I have a. I don't.
But
Does that mean
Well-
I don't count?
No. But I'm curious to know, because obviously, for me, I guess I'll start about what it means to me. It's funny. It's a time of the year where we sort of slow down a little bit, and we sort of remember the year, and then we go on to the new year. Actually, there's several things I'm very compulsive about. One is I always make sure that my mom gets the tree up, even though I'm the only one living at home. And two, I make sure that she takes me to get my flu shot, because I don't want to have a flu shot on Christmas. Now, I know that sounds kind of silly to have a compulsion about wanting to go to the doctor to get a shot. I know it's very much the opposite of a scared 5-year-old.
but you know what? If that's what you remember it, associate it with, and make sure to get it, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Right.
It's important.
I think that's a great idea, because a lot of people forget. They get so wrapped up, and then they wonder why they got
not gonna
sick.
get
So
sick.
good for you.
I mean, seriously, if you get the flu on Christmas, that's your Christmas. That's your Christmas right there. You don't celebrate it. All you do is just lay in bed and
Blow your
it's,
nose. Yeah.
And I don't want to be. I mean, I can be. See, when I'm sick, all I do is I just replenish. That's all I do. I don't do anything else. I don't. And that's why I've never been that upset when, Kelly and Barbara are sick. I mean, and I think that,
absolutely.
I mean, if you're sick, you're sick. If you belong in bed, you belong in bed, and I don't have a problem.
That's right.
But
That's
just,
right.
But I don't want to be like that on Christmas. I want to be awake and up
Perky.
and Adam and,
You just want to make sure that Santa can get in the house, right? Is that it? Jonathan?
Yeah. I also want to say something else. I was talking to I was want to say something else, and then we can go to everybody else. This is sort of funny because my nephews both of them are autistic, and because of that, their ways that they interact with you are very different than the ways that you and I do. Like, I was FaceTiming with Barbara, and I introduced Barbara to everybody in my family, my mom, my dad, my sister, and I introduced her to my nephew's Van. And Van walked up to her in his underwear and said, "Hello." And the point is that the point is that the way he interacts is a little bit off. I mean, he will talk to you about Sesame
he just
Street.
felt casually comfortable.
Yeah. Well, I guess the point I'm trying to get at here is I guess the point we're trying to get at. This is the point I'm trying to get at is that we've had weddings in our family, we've had all sorts of gatherings, and one time I asked my mom, I said, Cassie ever got married? Would Van go to the wedding? And she goes, "Son, I don't know. I mean, Van would interrupt the wedding with Cassie, hi." And it's just, if I ever got married, I would definitely want both of my nephews there because they're family, and yes, they interact. They do a little, and it's very sad. My other nephew Alex, he's much more on the spectrum. He'll like his way of saying hi to you is I want my privacy. Leave, because he wants he goes in his room.
Bless his heart.
It's sad. It's very, very sad. But he can say some of the sweetest things. Like Celeste, the lady that was taking care of him. She just broke up with her boyfriend. She was crying, and Alex walked up to her and he goes, "Don't cry, Celeste."
So
but
sweet.
but the funniest thing
That
is
is.
that let's see this. Yeah, I mean, it's just it has to do with wanting him to be a part of it, and they do things like one of the things that they do with the autistic kids is that they take them shopping, and then they let them pick out the gift, even though it's a little bit far out. Like Christy got an oven mitt one year from Alex. They just pick it up. They pick it, and then they go, and but see, Alex is huge. Alex weighs, he's this big kid, and
I saw the
and it's
picture.
very
He is big.
Van and Alex are
He's
both
a man.
big,
He's
and
18, right? So he's like a man.
Alex is actually younger than Van is, but Alex is like, you didn't meet Alex, but you saw Van, and Van sort of. It's very, very sad. It's just the level of interaction and that it's not always appropriate.
But they don't know it's sad. They're having a great life.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they're pure. They don't have all the stuff that comes with can I say this or can I say that, or good for them.
Well, like what what Alex will do is he'll sit there and he will have his headset on, and then he will go over these things called Zoo Pals, which is a list of animals, and this is what he'll do. He'll go. Dog. Mouse. And
cute.
And that's just how he relaxes.
Yeah, well,
And,
good for him. It's, some people meditate, and he does that. It works.
We both made birthdays. We both have made birthdays. His birthday, if you ask him when his birthday is, he'll tell you, May 18th.
May 18th?
Yeah, party
That's
May
so
18th
sweet.
is what he'll do. I don't know. Do any of you have any relatives that are autistic?
No, oh no, but I do have a handicapped cousin, and I've never met them, and I think that's what's sad. I think the family, my cousin's family, keeps him kind of hidden. And
oh wow!
Yeah, nobody's
that's
ever
heartbreaking.
met. I know it is. It really is. That's
oh my.
Mhm.
Why?
I don't know. I'm going to find out some more information about that. But every time I do try to ask,
that is very sad.
I know. Yeah. But who knows? I mean, sometimes they are such, like they might be 2 years old mentally, and they still have to change diapers and stuff. I don't know how severe it is, but I don't know. I love this cousin so much. But then, since everybody's being so secretive of it, I don't feel comfortable just coming right out and asking him.
I understand that, but wouldn't it be nice to know? Because if they're not, then and it's not like it's a secret in the family. You all know that there is a disability there, but wouldn't it be nice if they let you know so that you could at least either communicate with them, or do you know what I mean? If they are, you know what I mean, verbal and
just that we accept it.
I think that would be such a beautiful thing.
I will. I'm glad this all came up because I wasn't even thinking about it, but this is the perfect time of year to reach out to them.
Isn't that the truth, honey? Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
What a that would be a lovely gift.
Thank you, Karen. That's good advice. And you know what? I'm glad that Johnny brought this up for another reason, because to know that, your sister, she's doing such a great job by not hiding
Bless
this.
her.
And he's
Bless
just
her
a
heart.
wonderful.
No kidding.
Yeah.
They're
Member of the
included in on
family.
everything, and as it should be.
Yes. And I was telling Johnny, you know what, maybe your sister doesn't want you to feel sorry for them. Maybe she just wants you to accept it because they are happy and they're a happy family. And it's not sad. And that's how I see it.
Well,
I
the
don't
funny
see it as
thing is,
sad.
I'm diagnosed as being on the spectrum too. That's the funny thing.
And you're just fine.
Right?
Yeah, and you're just fine, honey.
I mean,
and you are very loved and appreciated.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I have.
Where do you see Dana? Go on.
Where what, dear?
No, go ahead.
It doesn't matter. I was going to ask your prediction on something, Karen, but I think that should be for a different show. Kelly, you go on.
I have a second cousin who has autism, and she is 18, and she has 2 more years of high school. She's homeschooled, and she is right now taking a break to live with her grandmother and help her out because her grandmother is not taking her meds and forgets to eat and things like that. So her mom, my cousin, is training her to help her grandmother out, which is my aunt, living with her and such. So, but it is going well so far, and she's very smart. She's just very shy, and sometimes, like in Thanksgiving dinner, it was cute because she said some slightly off-color things, not realizing that it was, and then
That's so cute.
her mom had to correct her at the table a little bit, let her know that wasn't quite appropriate to say, and because she didn't realize it, and then she's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, and then she continued on with what she was saying, but I was grateful she was interacting with us because normally she's so quiet. So, it was really nice.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be. They're family.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're not any different than anybody else. They just have something different going on.
Thank you. And they form very powerful attachments. And I think that's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes there's sensory overload, and they have to have some,
Definitely.
time away, and that's not a big deal. It's just something that you deal with.
And Kelly, I don't think any of us are surprised that they would have sensory overload because we all do. Sometimes it's just kind of like, all righty then.
Yeah, it's like, Christmas shopping and herding us into small places with 150,000 people. Who's not going to have that?
Isn't that the truth? Yeah, I mean, and I'm sorry, there's nobody I know that actually likes that. Not even the cattle.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, they face that on a daily basis with, other things. And I can sort of, relate when I had a, head injury and everything was huge, coming at me. So,
sure.
At that point, I can totally relate. I mean, everything was a big deal. So,
yep.
Thank God I don't have that now.
We are
But-
funny creatures, us humans, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys got fun stuff coming up the next few weeks for the holidays?
Well, I decided to go buy a whole Christmas tree with the lights on it and everything. I was looking
Good
for
for
one.
you.
Yeah, I wanted one that already had the decorations on it, but I can't find that. I want the balls. I want everything on it. But, you know, all of my Christmas decorations are in Arizona in storage there. And I thought, oh, I moved here in June. I'll have plenty of time to go back. I was supposed to go get my Halloween costumes, but I didn't. So now I'm here with no decorations, and I have a lot of them. So I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to. You can get things so inexpensively these days. There's so many
Oh,
places.
you sure
so
can, especially
Yeah.
now.
Yes, and I thought that would be a fun thing for us to do tomorrow before the Seahawks game, is to just go get a tree that's just. I've never bought a fake tree ever, but hey, we're going to do it because I need the lights that are already on it, and I just need it easy. And then when we go to Germany, there won't be a fire hazard. I could just leave it here, and at least for a couple more
Unplug
weeks,
it.
we can enjoy
Yep.
it. Yeah.
That's
Or
right.
let Megan enjoy it. Megan, the bird sitter, she can enjoy it when she stays
Did
here.
you try Michael's?
No, I actually haven't ventured out yet, but we have a big lot. I haven't tried Michael's, but I do want to do another project. I want to get a wreath, and I want to do this project with Priscilla and design her own wreath for the door. That was an idea I had this year. And that's when I was going to go to Michael's for that. Yeah, I thought that would be fun.
Definitely.
Look for coupons. They always have really
Okay.
good coupons.
Don't they?
Okay.
I would look
Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Priscilla wants to share something. Okay. Is that okay, you guys? Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's Priscilla.
Oh, hi. There's a
Hi, Dolly.
tree that always has lights on it, and you have an app, and you can control, and you can do what layers of like lights, and it has like rainbow colors,
Ooh.
and it's like ombre,
You
and
want
like,
to get that?
yeah, but it's not a real tree.
That's okay. We are not going to do a real tree this year. I was just explaining that, and that's going to be fun. That's going to be a change for us. Thank you,
Wow.
Priscilla, for that great idea.
Wow.
That is.
And that's part of
Yeah.
Christmas, and because we're discussing the meaning of Christmas, each of us, and that is what part of Christmas is about. And you actually are giving without buying presents, just doing things like that. That's giving. You're giving your child a beautiful Christmas, a memorable Christmas, a loving.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
funny because I have always done the holidays where it is when you were talking about happy holidays, when people say that, because I have friends that are from everywhere and they're every religious background and ethnic background, and it's like, the truth is it really is about the season. And
Yes.
I don't care if it's Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever it is. It is.
That's right.
It's always lovely to share it with people. Just the whole season, And I've always
true.
loved that.
And even if you're Jewish, people still, like you, still say Merry Christmas because people are just accepting it as everybody just says a Merry Christmas, whatever religion. I looked up the meaning on Google, and that's what it says. It used to be just known as Christmas for the Christians, but now everybody's just saying Merry Christmas and accepting
My
it
point.
as a more season.
Yeah.
Exactly. Your point,
And
exactly.
to when things started getting very PC, it became happy holidays. Because
Oh, yes.
we didn't want anybody being offended, and it's like, oh, come on, are we all that overly sensitive? Isn't it the
Right.
intention? Nobody's trying to co-opt a holiday. It's
Right.
like, it's
Not
okay,
everybody's
kid.
like you. No, not everybody's like you, Karen. And
Oh
they get
yeah,
real
I
uppity about it.
so know that, sweetheart. Yep.
Right.
But and I think it's, I don't know, I just think it's so sad that everything has to be my way, no way, the highway. It's like, come on, kids, can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I've noticed that.
And and the holidays are universal. They're all over the world, so it's like, aside from the time difference, don't they fall on the same dates everywhere? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
People
So
from other countries who come here, like
exactly.
she did not know anything about Thanksgiving, and now she celebrates that every year. It became such a special day for her.
Yeah. And she lives here.
Yeah.
So it's, I think that's, I don't know, I just think it's so nice if we can all share those things,
Yeah.
It's,
Not
but then
get
I'm
uppity.
a goofball. Yeah, I don't understand the need to do that. It's like, why? We don't have the singular market on everything. It's a universal holiday.
Right. Yeah.
And all the holidays come so close together. It's like, what's the problem?
I just posted on Facebook a nice poem because I thought in the spirit of things, knowing we were doing the show today. Do you want me to read it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. The joy of giving, somehow not only for Christmas, but all the long year through, the joy that you give to others is the joy that comes back to you. And the more you spend in blessing the poor and lonely and sad, the more of your heart's possessing returns to you, makes you glad.
That's lovely.
Oh, I love that.
I felt like
That
that's
is
really the meaning.
Yeah, the meaning of it is that's the key. It's like, isn't that a beautiful thing? And I think the generosity of people's heart, it's nice that people are becoming more open and and hopefully inclusive. And I expect that over this next year or so, it will even become more so than it has been.
Oh, wow.
I hope so.
That people will become more inclusive and less, no, only my way, exclusionary. Boy, those are my $64 words of the day, huh?
That's a lot more than that. No, that's wonderful.
It's
wonderful.
Well, that's what it feels like to me. That people are going to become more inclusive and more open about sharing. Not only the holidays, but come over for dinner. Let's do this. That whatever their background is really irrelevant. It's what's in their heart and their intentions that matter.
That's right.
Good. Because that's the way I believe is,
Yeah. I grew up in a house just like that where, everybody was welcome.
Mhm.
And I find I wouldn't trade that. It's part of the reason I love you guys so much, because you're very you include everybody. And it's such a beautiful quality. And I appreciate you.
Well, we include everybody unless they prove that, if they're going to be spitting tax about people, I don't think they need to be included.
Yeah, not those people. Yeah, they can find their own little special snowflake crowd. Mm.
Yeah, they're gonna. We include everybody unless they're the kind that are going to be spitting tacks about people, then it's like, okay, well, then they can go find their own little
people.
spitting tacks. Tacks. Like if they're going to be backstabbing people and not accepting of people.
Yeah, backbiting.
Then they're not. This isn't the place for them.
No. And I have a feeling they would know that.
Yeah, I think so. I think they would just, pass us by when they realize we're not like that. They wouldn't fit in very well.
No, not only that, but it always saddens me because people cut out so much of the beauty in life that they could experience and share when they exclude people because of ABC, pick a reason,
Yeah.
And you miss so much of the beauty in the world. I wouldn't. And I look at it and I think to myself, why would you do that? And you realize that a lot of people grew up like that, or us, them, or they were taught. They were taught in a vacuum, and it's sad to me because then they get out in the world and they find out that, wow, I didn't know that, And I think it's an opportunity for people to know, to learn, and God knows we all can grow,
Oh, yeah.
Right. And, I know that there are good people in every religion and people that
absolutely
aren't so good. And, but the people that are louder sometimes are the ones that are the not so good people. So sometimes different belief systems, different religions are misrepresented by the ones that are the louder ones.
Mm-hmm.
And
that is very true.
Yeah, and they're not the majority, but people have the mistaken thought that they are because they are the louder ones.
Or they've been given the microphone.
Yeah, and so people think that's what the representative. Yeah, they're the representative.
Yeah,
when they
and
really
isn't
don't,
that's
they don't
sad.
represent. Yeah.
Yep, it's true, honey.
So
it's absolutely
that's
true.
What they associate, and it's an unrealistic representation that people don't realize.
Well, that goes back to what it's like you can open up your world by learning about something rather than just taking the ABC's word for it, or what you heard. Investigate. I always jokingly say I'm part bloodhound because I investigate everything. I want to know, and I think it's a gift that all of us have. You just have to be willing to act on it.
Yeah, and I have visited different religions and different denominations of Christianity and blah blah blah, and different ones I think are wonderful and have wonderful aspects and are just truly beautiful in nature. And then there are some that I won't go to again. Maybe it was just that particular branch. But it is that us versus them thing. Like, if you're not with us,
that
then
is
you
so
must be
sad
enemy.
to me.
And it's like,
that's what I was
okay.
saying earlier, that, there isn't only one way, and God hears all of us, doesn't he? I don't think God cares if you're wearing the right cap or this or that, and God's laws never change, do they? And aren't we all his children?
That's the last I heard of it. Is that
Yeah,
we're all
that's
as
what
children.
I thought too. And it's like, when did we all become? And it's not a real question. I know that, but it's like, when did it become so isolating? Where it became, you can't be this one's friend or you can't be that one's friend because you don't pray like they pray, or you don't. Is everybody the authority on God? Don't we all have our own independent relationship with God?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I think I always remember my mother saying that to me. I asked my mother why she didn't raise my sister and I the way she grew up. And she said, "Sweetheart, I would never presume to tell you what your relationship with God should be. I will teach you all of them, and when you are old enough, you can make your own decision what your relationship with God should be." And I am so grateful, because I have friends that are from everywhere, and they celebrate the holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, all kinds of in different ways. And I think, how beautiful is that?
Yeah. You get more to celebrate. I used to celebrate Hanukkah and all the Jewish when I was married to a Jewish man.
And the joy of seeing how beautiful all of the rituals are of pick one.
Yeah. But what you guys were talking about was a problem in the marriage, because it was such a double standard. I was open, and we even had the wedding to be both open to both our religions. We had an officiant who did that, and he would still not go to church with me, but I did all of his religious traditions with him, including Shabbat every Friday night. And it was so sad. But one time, this was so great, our church had a ceremony, and they taught us, the Christians, all about the tradition of Hanukkah. And we went and learned, and they had a special dinner, and we went, and he did come to that. And I thought, how wonderful that the pastor came up with that to do, and
that
open the door.
That is really lovely. Yeah. And very, very beautiful. I find it so interesting that your husband, he knew you were not Jewish. That's why I don't it's like, what in the world is that about? That's like a day late and $1 short. What are you doing, honey? It's not like it was a news flash for you and you didn't know.
No, it's not like he wasn't awake during the wedding day.
Well, and I'm sorry, when he asked you to marry him, did he not know you weren't Jewish? Did he not know you were Christian? Well,
right.
I'm pretty darn sure, knowing you as I do, you did not wait to spring that on him.
That's right.
And I think it's so sad. It's so sad that he would not honor your relationship with God, and it's like it had to have what? A different kind of hat? What is that?
Yeah, and also then I said, well, if you're so into your Jewish religion, then I want you wearing a yarmulke on the wedding day.
All the time.
Do it. Yeah, he would not do that.
Isn't that interesting? Well, he sounds like he had a whole laundry basket full of issues. It doesn't sound like that's the only one he had, honey. Because it's like, really?
That's why he's no longer around.
This actually
it's
I think it was the Johnny Carson. I don't know. Did you see the Johnny Carson thing with the tomahawk?
I don't remember, honey.
Okay, it was basically there was this the only reason I'm bringing this up is that it's the line that Carson did. Apparently, he had somebody on him at Ames who was supposed to demonstrate the tomahawk. And this was the longest laugh that was ever shown on the sideshow. And it went something like this: he was demonstrating the tomahawk. You throw it, and then what happened was that as he threw the tomahawk went right into the groin of the cutout of the cowboy. So
Ouch.
basically, he's like everybody's just really, 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 and this is like 1950s television, so they're trying to be real conservative about it. They're laughing, and then apparently, what happened was that Ed Ames says, "Well, I didn't know that was going to happen, Johnny," and then Johnny Carson goes, "I didn't even know you were Jewish."
That's funny. That's funny. Oh my. That's hilarious. Surprise. Well, it's funny because I literally have friends that are everything. And it is, I think that their rituals are, some of them are so beautiful, and they're very gracious. I have very dear friends that are Egyptian Coptic, and it is, they have the most beautiful religious ceremonies and rituals. It's beautiful. And when people go, "What is Coptic?" They're Christian, and it's like I've had long conversations with them about this, and their kids now they all go to the Coptic church. It's beautiful. There are a couple of them in Los Angeles, and they're very beautiful. And there is I always find that the different ceremonies, however they figured those out back in the day, it's like, wow, how'd you guys come up with that?
Yeah, it is interesting.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting, and it is, but it's the same. It just happens to be Middle Eastern. And people think that everybody in the Middle East is, they think they're all Muslim, but it's not true. There is an enormous Christian community there.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
It is.
Yes, ma'am. Interesting, isn't it?
Question. Oh, it really is. It makes me want to go look up all of this stuff. I have a question, as I am sorry if it's a little loud in the background, but Priscilla is making us a cake. And
you go, Wild Thing.
Yeah, with one of our Christmas presents, by the way. I love early Christmas presents from Amazon.
That's so
we
sweet.
got the beaters, the egg beaters, so she's all excited too.
Those are great.
Oh, it's okay, baby. It's okay. We're happy.
Yeah, don't worry. We're cheering you on.
Yeah, we're cheering you on. She's got her smile. I wanted to know, do you all have a favorite Christmas song? While you're thinking, I will tell you mine.
And what is it?
It is Noel by Josh Groban. I play it over and over and over. It's so beautiful, and I'll share it.
And I was thinking
it
was going to be. I was thinking it was going to be Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, honey, that's
funny. A Santa Baby is a close second, though.
Oh, I love that song.
It is cute.
I love that
really
song.
Is cute.
It's so funny you say the name, and of course the entire song goes through my head.
Yeah. Santa Baby. You like that one, huh, Karen?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I do. I love that song.
Oh. But this Josh Groban, Noel, deluxe edition. Beautiful with Faith Hill.
He did a beautiful holiday album. He does one, I think, just about every year.
Mhm.
And it's I love his voice.
Me too.
He's like his voice is almost from a different time. You know?
Yeah, very spiritual.
Yes. Yes.
Very. So I'll share that. But what gets you guys going? Do you like Bruce Springsteen? What kind of genre do you like your Christmas? Like if you're in the car and there's all these Christmas songs on, do you like traditional or do you like the new stuff, the ballads, the rock? Like I just said,
I love some of the rock anthems, Christmas anthems. I love those.
That's cool. Yeah.
You can't sit in your seat. You know?
Right. It's hard to drive like that.
Yeah, it's true, but boy, is it fun.
Yeah, it is. I'm so happy when they start playing that after Thanksgiving. I don't think it's too early. I love the Christmas music.
I don't either.
It goes by too fast.
Oh, isn't that, honey? All of it goes by too fast.
Yeah.
It's all just speeding past us.
But you know what? Kelly and I, we keep pulling the reins back on Johnny because I don't know how many times, Kelly, he asked, do you guys want to do our New Year's resolution show? No.
Oh, not right now.
It's too early.
No, it's not.
Hold on.
What's the rush? I know it's called the Christmas rush, but come on.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I'm thinking it's going to be here, and there's still what is it? 3 weeks? No, 18 days.
Wow.
From today.
Christmas countdown.
Isn't that amazing? Wow.
Yeah.
How the heck's that happen?
Yeah.
That
and
is
hopefully
true.
I'll see a white Christmas. Kelly probably has already seen white with the snow, but it's so nice when you wake up and have a white Christmas in Seattle. That was rare, but it did happen.
That's a Christmas song that's beautiful.
That would be nice. Oh, I love that song. I love that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. Yeah, there are so many good classic ones. I don't like the new ones. It's like I turn it on, they have the new ones, and I don't know who the artists are, and I just groan.
All country ones, they get in on that, and they have these big selling albums. The country artists, they get into the Christmas music.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
for sure.
They just had the CMA Christmas show or something? Country music?
Country music, so I'm not really into it. I mean, but that's just me.
I have another question. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Kelly. I didn't know you were continuing.
Well, the new, top 40 music all sounds the same to me, as far as, the pop charts go. Now I'm starting to sound like my parents. But, it's great. I'm that age. So.
Well, wait, that's funny to me because I could not tell you one singer from another now. They all sound the same to me.
That's what's annoying.
They do. It is. And that's exactly what my parents used to say when I was playing it, but they actually sounded different in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, definitely. So, definitely.
Yeah.
More melodic.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys and, some of the other ones sounded the same, but other than that.
Well, today, unfortunately, and it's so sad, I feel like I'm 118 years old. I look at some of them and I go, who in the world is that? I
know. I do too, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I did not just think that or say that. Yeah.
I hear ya.
But
it is pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm like,
okay, I have another question.
It's like, nope.
Where are you
okay, they sound just like the other 5. Okay.
Okay. I have a question. Do you have a Christmas season, like something like on a bucket list? I like it when people say that's on my bucket list of things to do during the holiday season, Christmas season. Do you have anything that you've always wanted to see or always wanted to do?
Well, many years ago, I would say seeing snow on Christmas Day, and that happened many, many years ago. Was when I would have to say it was a thing that was a big deal because they always think about it in the songs, but I mean I think that's the first time I saw that was because it just didn't ever seem to happen to me on Christmas Day. I'm not buying me gifts is very hard. One year my sister Tasha, she bought me a big carton of oranges. And I know this is going to sound strange, but I eat a lot of oranges all at once. I mean, I figure if that's going to be if I'm going to do something in excess, eating oranges can't be all that bad.
Yeah, there's awesome. They give you so much juice.
And vitamin C.
Yeah, I like doing that too.
Yeah,
I love oranges too. Okay, well, I have one. I would love to be in New York City for that big tree lighting ceremony.
Oh, it is so amazing, Barbara. There are no words. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Are you kidding? There was nothing more fun. That and being in Times Square on New Year's Eve.
Oh, wow.
Those are two things that everybody should do once in their life because it is absolutely, there's no place else in the world that has anything like that. It really is amazing.
Yeah.
And you realize the whole energy of it is so incredible with all of the people, and it really is, no pun intended, infectious. The joy, you can feel it in the air.
Wow.
Yeah. Magical.
Yes, it is magical. It absolutely is magic. That's a perfect word for it. And it's so, and people cannot be in a bad mood. They can't be, because it is, everybody is happy and excited and ready to get into the New Year's season. It's gorgeous. And just to go there for the energy is so beautiful.
So many people are down there, and they all have such a great feeling, and their warmth in their heart. And
this whole, it's like a big warm hug of positivity.
Wow.
It's really beautiful.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to do that next year then.
It is. It's such it is really, really an experience that you can literally, I want to say, almost inhale it, because it is, the energy is so powerful and energizing. It's beautiful.
Wow, that would be amazing.
It is, and you can't. The energy is undeniable, and God bless them. They as hard as they try to recreate it on television, they can't, because But it is beautiful that they do that and they share it with everybody in the world. But you can't convey the power of it unless you are there. And believe me, it is worth the trip.
Mm-hmm.
Those two
I tried
things, the
watching
lighting
it on
of the
TV.
Christmas tree. It's funny, I used to spend a lot of time right up the street from Rockefeller Center.
Mm-hmm.
And it is over the holidays, you see the people skating on the ice. And
Yes.
it's just every day it's something new there around the
Mhm.
holidays.
Actually,
it's just gorgeous.
I want to bring up a holiday tradition that Kelly told me about. One of her friends did about the Christmas tree, setting fire to it on July 4th.
Yeah.
Tell us
Really?
about that, Kelly. Kelly, tell us about that tradition. You haven't heard about this, Karen?
It's awesome. Oh, it's fun. They take out their Christmas tree when they're done with it. They leave it outdoors. And then on July 4th, they have this bonfire by their lake. And it's on this sandy beach. And then, they're lighting fireworks. And then they add the Christmas tree to the bonfire. So meanwhile, they've got the fireworks overhead. And then they've got the big, he stands up the Christmas tree. And then, of course, it falls over because it's not going to, hold it very long while it's going up in flames. But it's just, something to behold. It's funny. And they do that every year.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and then, on the lake, all these boats are going by with their lights on, like their holiday lights. And it's really cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is a trip.
This type of Christmas cruise with the lights on, those are beautiful in the water.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah, I got a coupon for that in the mail. I was going to try to take Priscilla to that. That might be really nice down here.
She would so love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that
Look
is
at that coupon
is a beautiful event.
Mhm. That's so funny. That reminds me of a story. My dad took this years ago, had a date with this girl, and he picked her up, and it was July, and she still had her Christmas tree up in her apartment. And he said, "Are you kidding me?" And he goes, I was taking that tree out for her, and he goes, I was so worried it was going to just combust right then and there. It was so dangerous.
Yikes.
It's so dangerous to do that. That's unbelievable that she had it in her place still in July. That's true laziness.
And I guess she didn't have a calendar, huh? It's like it's one thing that people would keep it up, and if he just said, till the end of January, okay, now what are you going to do with it? But July?
Yeah. Ridiculous.
That's hilarious to me. But I'm pretty sure that was one date. For your dad.
Right. Yeah.
Kind of went, wow, this was a slice. Okay.
That all about her. Everything he needed to know was looking at that tree and
right
in
there.
Her place and like,
Yeah. 7 months after the okie dokie.
Funny. Wow.
Those are the things you don't want to know what they've held on to from the past.
Right. They're holding on that long to that.
No kidding. That's the least of it.
That's funny.
That's the one thing you can actually see. The rest of it is, oh boy.
Oh my goodness. I know somebody that did that, so yes, that does say a lot.
No way.
So that's so bizarre to me. It's like, even if it's a fake tree, you kind of go, excuse me, Do you have any other holidays coming up here?
Maybe they decorated for each one, you know.
Well, it is. That's just so funny to me. It's like, how did she not ever get it? Never mind, it's not a real question. Who knows?
Well, we're about out of time, but I wanted to thank everybody for coming on. Kelly, and thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you.
What's her face, Karen?
And, Barbara, if you want to do,
I think Jonathan does that to see if I remember my name.
No, actually, it's just I'm usually very exhausted. That's why. You want to do the shout out? You want to do the shout out, Barbara?
Sure. Well, I just wanted to remind everybody that we have a wonderful guided meditation tomorrow by Kelly, and make sure you tune in for that because that starts your week off perfectly. I love that.
Absolutely.
Yes. And this is such a fun show, and if you missed it live, you can always find it on YouTube. So don't forget to always go there for all of our shows and pick one out. You've got a lot to choose from on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe, everybody. Thanks for listening, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. All right, you guys, that was wonderful. Thank you.
Good night, everybody. I love you guys.
Good night.
Love you too.